Welcome! We're back! I cut the production values just a little bit, and we'll see if we can't start pumping out more videos and with some shorter breaks in between than this one in my last video. If you're curious how the Octagon tournament turned out, my next round was against a Polish player, and I lost that game. Ended up finishing 8th overall. Not bad for international tournament on that scale. It was a lot of fun, but that was nearly a year ago. Let's get some new games out there. So I'm playing Leela against Blue Sun. This was part of my prep for the Stimhack Last Chance Qualifier. I played in 5 store championships this year. I made top 5 in 3 of them, but didn't come away with a win in any of them. So the only route in the Stimhack Invitational for me was to try to win the Last Chance Qualifier. So this is prepping, and after this may have been right after Last Chance Qualifier, but wanted to provide some sample videos of my Leela and Blue Sun decks, and just kind of gist of what they do if you haven't seen them before. So this is the Leela deck. It's kind of been coined Endless Waltz by David Hoyland, the UK national champ from last year. On that first turn, you saw I took a free access on R&D. It was uniced. I had Maker's Eye in hand. I know I'm playing against a 6 agenda blue. Well, I'm assuming I'm playing against a 6 agenda Blue Sun punitive deck. It's a local player I've played against a few times. It's the deck he commonly plays. I wanted to see what was on the top of R&D, but I didn't want to risk the chance of I didn't want to increase my odds of pulling 2 3-pointers or a 6-pointer and die to punitive the next turn. So we were lucky enough. We pulled a 3-pointer off the top, and wasn't enough for him to hit us with punitive if he had it in hand. He's playing Changeling. It's a tough ice for Leela to deal with. Your Sentry Breakers here, you have 3 fairies, 1 Fem, 1 Mimic. Mimic's not doing a whole lot in this matchup. I've cut Data Suckers out of my Leela build. I found they were mostly unnecessary. Changeling is one instance where it'd be nice to have those back in the deck. This was after the Valley and before Breaker Bay. Now Cortex Lock is out. I think you have to go back to the Data Suckers, especially with Gen Techie being everywhere right now. So we run the remote here. The idea is we got a shutdown in hand. If he reses the eyes, we can bounce back to HQ, shut down, and then probably get back into the remote. Plus it'll hurt his economy. He doesn't res here. I probably should not continue in this situation. And of course, hindsight's 20/20. You just say that because it's a cerebral overrider. So we're gonna take brain damage here. Normally, when they no res in a situation like that, the best case scenario for me is an NAPD contract, and he's trying to open up himself a scoring window. So, and the worst case is obviously that it's a trap. So we got a 4-card hand the rest of the game. Yours is a daily business show and protected, so next turn we want Dirty Laundry and trash the DPS. We have a Siphon here. It's not a great card against Blue Sun. He'll be able to res ice on the way in, probably keep us out right now. Even if we get in later, he's probably going to be able to bounce something back and get whatever money we take from him. Plus, we're pretty sure he's heavy on meat damage right here. That's really just not worth the tags. Siphons become less and less of a I mean, it's still a fantastic card, but it's not as great as it once was. Especially with my Leela deck here, I'm running a lot of resource economy, and it gets to the point where it's very situational, and you have to time it just right, and you almost always have to drop tags within a couple turns. So the credit swing isn't as great as it used to be. So we're going to hit HQ here. We're actually assuming he wasn't going to res there, keeping money to res ice on the remote. Then we bounce back to the remote. If he reses, we shut it down. Instead, we face plant into Wall of Thorns, but that puts him at 2 credits, so he probably can't res this. If it's snare, he can't trigger it. And it's cleaners. So I think he got excited about triggering the Wall of Thorns there, and just wasn't thinking about resing the ice on the remote. That puts us in a really good position. He had 20 credits to his 2. I'm going to change my background right here in the middle of the game. We'll keep the action going on in the background so you can keep an idea what's going on. Anyway, we're in a really good spot right here. We're up 6 points, and it's going to be, he can't hit us with punitive now. So we still have to be mindful of Scorch, but really we just want to play this safe and go find that last point that we need. It's probably a bit late in the game to install the Desperado here. Let's see if I get my money's worth out of that, but we certainly don't need the memory this game. We've yet to install an Icebreaker. We've got Fim in hand. It's still a slim shot against a 6-agenda deck, but Fimming the ice on RD and Maker's Eye is not out of the question here. And we could always run HQ afterwards and shut down the ice to prevent him from bouncing back the ice with the Fim counter on it. Of course, then he'll probably just trash over it, but he put Enigma back out there, so we'll pay 2 to get through. We'll see 3 cards. There's the 1 point we needed. That'll be game. Thanks for watching.